Guys, I think officially this is the highest interview at 4,500 feet that I've ever done.
Yeah, Benny, we thought you probably needed the walk up here, mate, so...
Thank you.
The reason that I brought you here is because this has been in our family since 1860, and the reason why the Steele family went into Angus was because they were the ones that climbed the hills when everything else died in the rivers.
We're happy you have been here a long time. I mean, it's a bit of a legacy that you and your family have left with the Angus, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and Dad died earlier this year, so it's really important for Stu and I that, this magnificent herd of females that Dad has left us and Mum and Dad and built up over the years, that we now take it to the next step and take everything that they've made to make our herd so renowned and inject more carcass in and just retain those good foundation females with the constitution and the doing ability for which they're famous.
Look, constitution is a growing necessity in Angus, isn't it? To bring back that an animal that lives, can walk out, is fertile.
Yeah, and I mean that's always been our thing. We have 1,100 commercial herd here, so we know commercially we have really harsh winters here, so they need that constitution, that doing ability, that ability to thrive on pastures that aren't always great. But then we also are aware of the need with the growing markets in China and Japan of increasing our marbling within there. It's pretty easy to inject that on the inside. We've got the bulls that can do that for us now, so we're pretty excited.
Stu, raising and selling yearling bulls is not an easy trait, so what are some of the secrets of what you do?
We spend a lot of time in the early period of their lives getting things right with their immune system. The way we wean is very important, and the way we manage the stock from a handling perspective. We spend a lot of time on rumen development, and as a result of that, the whole idea of why we're trying to achieve that is they've got adaptability, and whatever feed's put in front of them, they can actually make the most of it. And we're finding now that the weight gains we're getting in these animals is pretty outstanding, and that's all because of the foundation stuff that we did early.
And bulls, yearling bulls have to be they have a fair bit of weight in them, don't they? So they can go out and join.
For us, the yearling bulls have to be as big as they can without compromise, so that they don't have to do all that growing once they're doing their job. So the bigger we can get them at 12 months of age into the herds, they're obviously going to have a rough time as a young animal. They recover quicker, and while they may never reach their genetic potential, they'll certainly be not far off it. And so all of that is, we spend a lot of time trying to get their weight and their growth and their constitution right up until the point of the sale. Yeah,
so they're strong and fit and ready to go straight away.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of genetics, what's in the lineup this year?
Yeah, we've got a great lineup this year. Our headline bulls will be by our own bred bull called Ben Nevis Judo, who's an outcross, which is a Rackus son, and we joined him and we compared the progeny head to head with Airval Bartel, and they were similarly born with more growth and very similar carcass. What we're really excited about is the nature of those animals. They're very quiet as well, and they have a lot more thickness and rib and flank to them. So last year they were our top averaging sire group, and I think they will be again this year. And we've got 100 due in this spring again, so we're pretty excited about that. So we originally set out to use Bartel as a benchmark sire within our own herd, and almost set out to hate him, didn't we?
Yeah.
But he has won us over. He's a must-have sire in everyone's herd. He's proven that through the Angus Australia Progeny Test program. We've been using him now for 5 years. This time we used him a bit differently over our big, strong, thumping sort of Evidence and Empire females, and the results are fantastic.
Erica, you've got a really nice lineup of hallmark calves as well.
Yeah, we're always looking for bulls that increase the frame or keep the frame in our herd, but also have marbling and doing ability, and that's a really unique combination. We've been difficult to find. When we saw Hallmark in Rocky 3 years ago, we were just blown away, and we knew he was the right sire to have. He's bred exceptionally well, particularly over the Infinity females, and the added bonus of those is they are just so beautifully quiet. They're a delight to have around. everyone walks into the herd and they pick out the Braveheart sons. It's the first thing you do. They're very proud. They have that wonderful Angus muzzle and that wonderful constitution that we were talking about before. And like I said, you just walk into the herd and they're the first ones that you pick out.
Going back to the solid constitution of Angus, I mean, it's evident now that you've got cattle from Unandatta, you know, all the way to Queensland, plus your local area. It's a pretty good testament.
Yeah, I mean, when we've been selling bulls, or Dad has, for 70 years, so it's our 70th year this year. And only, 4 or 5 years ago we went to auction, and since then our bulls have gone from North Queensland out to Alice Springs down to Unandatta. And it's really exciting that the pastoralists are starting to pick up on what we're doing. And like I said, everything leaves here, and despite where they go, they tend to thrive when they leave this country, this high country.
And this year, guys, you're also offering a large run of commercial females, which is great.
Yeah, we are, Ben. So at 12 o'clock before the bull sale, we'll be offering 400 females. The first 100 are the top pick out of our commercial herd, and the additional 300 will be interfaced with Auctions Plus, and they'll be our clients, some of our clients' heifers, including Warrabah Station, Canimbla Pastoral Company and Cedars Pastoral.
Well, guys, as always, it's an absolute pleasure to be here, and your cattle are a credit to you. Best of luck for the sale.
Awesome, thanks, Ben.
Thank you, Benny.